I have a lot of great women playwrights in my life, personally, and then, that I just emulate from reading their work. Um, Irene Forness is one. Maria Irene Forness, Cuban born, a painter, studied, born in Cuba, studied in Paris, uh, realized that she was a writer and started writing for the theater. She's still alive, she's up there. She is often taught, but produced very little. Um, an extraordinary canon of work from Irene, uh, which is not linear, not naturalistic, uh, uh, not realism, but asking deep questions about men and women and society and violence and who are we. I love Irene's work. On the total opposite end of the spectrum, Wendy Wasserstein was a huge hero of mine growing up. She wrote a canon of work that was so true to who she was and made us laugh and cry in the theater. She was so naturally funny, and we lost her way too early. She was an incredible hero. She was a mom late in life, and we had a small relationship. It was mostly via email and phone. But the thing about Wendy was she always talked about the personal, like we'd always talk about our daughters. And that personal, that sense of family just resonates in her writing. I love her work. I love Teresa Rebeck's work. It's also very political but personal. I love Adrienne Kennedy's work. Very studied, very few productions. Adrienne is an African American mother, grew up in the DC area. Again, not naturalistic writing, very poetic, very deep, very rich, with room for the reader or the audience to come into it. I produce Linda Mclain quite a bit. She's a Scottish writer that I love as well, who also is writing from a very personal place that ends up being a very political place and is spare, leaves room for the audience to fill in their own blanks. And I feel very strongly about her work. The last person I'll mention is Christina Anderson. She's a young writer. She was born in Kansas City. She is an African American woman who was about to go to law school, and Paula Vogel, urged her off the ledge and said, come and study playwriting. She went to Brown undergraduate. She started writing there. She went to Yale and studied with Paula. She got her graduate degree. She did a residency with us at the Magic. She's coming back. We're producing a play of hers called Penmanship. She has a kind of lens into history. I mean, she's a young, sharp woman, but she looks back at moments in history and redreams them with a kind of contemporary clarity. It's like she's on an excavation. She's digging and she's trying to unearth something from the past that's going to enlighten us in the future. So I think Christina Anderson's work should be read. We're about to post a little listing about women playwrights because I'm sick of hearing, I would produce women, but I don't know who's writing. So stay tuned on our website. We'll have something. And you can also go on the Women's Project website to look for other great writers. There are hundreds of astounding writers for the theater that are women.